Winston. From the moment John Wick re-enters the assassin underworld, Winston stands as both gatekeeper and confidant. As manager of the New York Continental, Winston balances a life of ironclad rules with a quiet loyalty to John. Their relationship is complicated. Winston cannot openly defy the High Table, yet he repeatedly bends the Continental's sacred code to protect his friend. In Chapter 2, after John breaks the ultimate rule by killing on Continental grounds, Winston still offers him a precious hour head start before excommunicado is declared, a decision that could have cost Winston his position or his life. Throughout Chapter 3, he proves even bolder, aligning himself with John to fend off the High Table's relentless forces. And by Chapter 4, Winston's loyalty has crystallized. He becomes John's second in the climactic duel against the Marquis, fully aware that if John falls, he dies too. His motives are personal as well as strategic. The murder of his trusted concierge Charon by the High Table adds a note of vengeance to his resolve. Winston's quiet sophistication masks a calculating survivor, but beneath the tailored suits lies a man who sees John as more than a weapon. He's a fatherly figure, business partner, and ultimately a mourner who stands graveside to honor a fallen friend. Winston's presence underscores the paradox of the John Wick saga. In a world built on contracts and codes, genuine loyalty can still thrive. But before we explain every one of John Wick's allies, a real quick ask that if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. It's one small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. The Bowery King. The Bowery King operates in the shadows, a flamboyant sovereign of New York's homeless network who turns the city's unseen corners into a kingdom of information and firepower. Introduced in Chapter 2, he first appears to John as a potential adversary, but swiftly becomes an indispensable ally. Draped in layered garments and armed with a razor wit, he controls an army of vagrants who double as spies, giving him near-omniscient reach across the city. His almost theatrical personality, equal parts jester and strategist, let him speak on the chaos around him, as if he were outside the story. A trickster, echoing Shakespeare's Puck. After John defies the High Table, the Bowery King takes a beating of his own, brutally attacked by the Adjudicator's forces in Chapter 3. Yet he rises, scarred but unbowed, to declare himself the man who's going to kill the High Table. His alliance with John is built less on sentimentality than on a shared hunger for autonomy. Where Winston represents the polished face of the assassin world, the Bowery King embodies rebellion and the street's raw resilience. In Chapter 4, their partnership deepens as he supplies John with weapons, intelligence, and a sense of humor that lightens the franchise's darkest moments. The Bowery King is not just an ally, he's also a living reminder that true power can often hide in plain sight, ready to strike when the so-called elites least expect it. Aurelio. Aurelio may appear briefly, but his loyalty speaks volumes. The seasoned owner of a high-end chop shop, Aurelio is one of the first to show unwavering respect for John's reputation and morality. In the original film, he sets the narrative in motion by refusing to re-VIN the stolen 1969 Boss 429 Mustang, brought in by the reckless Yosef Tarasov. Instead of turning a blind eye, Aurelio punches Yosef and immediately alerts John, providing crucial intelligence on the man who killed John's dog and stole his car. Though his screen time is limited, Aurelio's understanding of the assassin underworld runs deep. He knows exactly who John is and what provoking him means, yet he never exploits that connection for any gain. His appearances in the first two movies reinforce the idea that John's network of allies extends beyond killers and hotel managers to those who simply respect his code. Aurelio represents the quiet, blue-collar loyalty that fuels John's legend, people willing to risk their own safety because they believe in the man, not just the myth. In a saga dominated by grand shootouts and secret councils, Aurelio offers a more grounded perspective. Friendship forged through mutual respect and personal ethics. If war against the High Table ever spread beyond assassins, Aurelio is precisely the kind of steadfast ally who would emerge from the sidelines, tools in hand, ready to help a friend reclaim what's his. Akira. Akira's brief but striking appearance in John Wick Chapter 4 proves she's more than simply the daughter of Osaka Continental manager Shimazu Koji. She's a formidable assassin in her own right. When John seeks refuge in Japan, it's Akira who first challenges his presence, wary of the danger that follows him. Her initial resistance underscores a practical side. She knows the High Table's wrath can annihilate anyone who offers John shelter, yet when the moment of truth arrives, Akira steps forward to fight beside her father and John, matching their resolve with lethal efficiency. Her agility and precise hand-to-hand combat show mastery that rivals the franchise's best fighters. The death of her father at the hands of the High Table transforms Akira's cautious loyalty into something personal. By the film's end, her grief hardens into purpose, setting the stage for her post-credits pursuit of Caine, the man tied to Koji's death. That silent approach, blade in hand, suggests a fierce independence and a capacity for vengeance equal to John's own. If a future war against the High Table erupts, Akira could become an invaluable ally, bringing not just her skill, but potential reinforcements from Osaka's remaining network. She embodies a next generation of assassins, disciplined, emotionally driven, and unafraid to confront power. Whether avenging her father or seeking a broader justice, Akira stands poised to carry John's fight forward, her loyalty forged through shared loss and battlefield respect. Caine. Caine enters Chapter 4 as both adversary and kindred spirit, a blind assassin whose elegance and lethality redefine what it means to be dangerous. Bound to the High Table by threats to his daughter, Caine is forced to hunt John, creating a duel layered with mutual respect and bitter necessity. Their encounters crackle with the tension of old friendship tested by cruel circumstance. Caine's methods, using sound cues, concealed weapons, and flawless swordsmanship, show a mind and body honed to perfection, making him one of the most memorable fighters in the franchise. Despite being pitted against John, Caine's sense of honor never wavers. He gives John opportunities to survive and speaks with a frankness that reveals deep affection beneath the professional conflict. The final duel at sunrise is less execution than a dance of equals who understand each other's burdens. Freed from the High Table after John's apparent death, Caine faces an uncertain path, complicated by Akira's looming vendetta, teased in the post-credit scene. Caine's shared history with John, coupled with their mutual resentment toward the High Table, makes him a likely ally in any future uprising. His unmatched combat skills and keen strategic mind could turn the tide in a much larger rebellion. Whether seeking redemption, protecting his daughter, or honoring an old friend's legacy, Caine embodies the franchise's central theme. Even in a world ruled by contracts and blood oaths, personal loyalty can outlast the cold machinery of power. Sofia. Introduced in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, Sofia Al-Azwar is the fierce manager of the Casablanca Continental and one of the series' most electrifying allies. Initially bristling at John's sudden reappearance, she reluctantly honors the blood marker he holds over her, demonstrating a grudging respect rooted in past loyalty. What begins as a tense reunion quickly evolves into a breathtaking partnership as they battle through waves of enemies in a seamless ballet of gunfire and canine ferocity. Her two Belgian Malinois attack dogs functioning as lethal extensions of her will. Sofia's skill set rivals John's: impeccable marksmanship, ruthless efficiency, and an almost preternatural bond with her dogs that turns them into strategic weapons. Yet it's her complexity that fascinates, equal parts icy pragmatist and loyal friend. Her backstory with John remains shrouded in mystery, hinting at a deeper connection forged in shared violence, or perhaps mutual loss. She operates on the periphery of the High Table's rigid hierarchy, making her a wild card whose allegiance is dictated only by personal code. Given her disdain for the High Table's control and her demonstrated willingness to face overwhelming odds, Sofia stands as a prime candidate to rejoin John, or avenge him, in any conflict against the governing powers of the assassin world. Her presence would not only add ferocious firepower, but also broaden the emotional texture of the fight, proving that friendship, when sealed by respect and survival, can endure even in the deadliest of arenas. Nobody. Known interchangeably as Nobody and The Tracker, this mysterious gun-for-hire storms into John Wick Chapter 4 with a cool confidence that sets him apart from the countless assassins chasing the ever-rising bounty on John's head. Unlike the frenzied killers who lunge at the reward, Nobody plays the long game, stalking John with patience and a quiet calculation. Armed with a lever-action rifle, a loyal Belgian Malinois, and an uncanny knack for survival, he treats the pursuit less like a hunt and more like a chess match. His attitude signals a professional who values strategy and profit over impulsive bloodshed. Yet beneath the mercenary exterior lies a man capable of loyalty and empathy. The turning point arrives when John saves Nobody's dog, a gesture that resonates deeply given John's own tragic history with a lost pet. From that moment, a bond forms, rooted in shared respect for life and an unspoken recognition of each other's code. By the film's climax, Nobody pivots from potential executioner to unlikely ally, choosing to help rather than kill. This act of gratitude hints at a larger transformation, While he initially operates within the High Table's very lucrative system, his experience with John exposes the hypocrisy of a world that treats assassins as disposable. Should war against the High Table ignite, nobody's tactical brilliance, tracking skills, and moral awakening could make him a formidable partner. Like his name suggests, he thrives in anonymity, making him an unpredictable but powerful force, one whose future loyalties may shift toward justice over profit. The Director. Commanding both fear and reverence, the Director embodies the brutal grace of the Ruska-Roma crime family, serving as mentor and maternal figure to a young John Wick. Introduced in Chapter 3, Parabellum, she oversees the theatrical yet deadly training school that forges orphans into assassins through ballet, combat, and discipline. Her relationship with John runs deep. She recognizes him not just as an asset, but as a prodigal son, revealing genuine affection beneath her stern exterior. When John approaches her for help, she reluctantly grants him passage and resources, despite knowing the High Table's wrath would fall upon her. The Director's power lies in more than sentiment. She commands a network of highly trained killers, blending cultural tradition with cold efficiency. Her influence stretches from hidden theaters to international underworld channels, making her one of the few characters capable of mobilizing an army on par with the High Table's forces. While her appearance in Chapter 3 is brief, it underscores her significance. She represents the foundation of John's deadly skills and the surrogate family that shaped him. With Anjelica Huston set to reprise the role in the upcoming Ballerina spin-off, audiences may finally glimpse the depth of her operations and the philosophy that drives her. If John or his allies were to challenge the High Table outright, the Director's strategic mind and formidable cadre could tip the scales. Equal parts mentor, general, and matriarch, she is a potent reminder that in John Wick's world, blood ties and chosen family can rival the strongest oath. Harry. Harry is a minor yet memorable figure in the John Wick universe, embodying the Continental's strict code of conduct and the quiet camaraderie among assassins. Little is revealed about his past, but his presence in the first film highlights the hotel's function as neutral ground, where even killers uphold a sense of honor. When Miss Perkins attempts to assassinate John within the Continental, a violation of its most sacred rule, Harry steps in to restrain her and protect both the hotel's reputation and John's life. His calm professionalism underscores his belief that rules preserve balance in an otherwise violent and chaotic world. Sadly, Harry's adherence to the code becomes his downfall. Perkins cunningly escapes her restraints and murders him with a silenced shot, turning his loyalty and trust into a fatal weakness. Harry's death serves as an early lesson that even within the supposed safety of the Continental, danger is ever present, and betrayal can come swiftly. Despite his limited screen time, Harry's role carries weight. He represents the unspoken fraternity among assassins, and the risk of trusting too deeply in the rules. His fate reinforces the theme that in John Wick's world, loyalty and order offer no guarantee of survival. Charlie and the Cleaners. Known collectively as the Cleaners and led by the very discreet Charlie, this team provides one of the franchise's most practical yet essential services, erasing evidence of violent encounters. Their work is meticulous and efficient, operating under the polite code phrase, dinner reservation. When John wipes out Viggo Tarasov's men in the first film, a single call summons Charlie's crew to bag 13 bodies, scrub every trace of blood, and restore the house to pristine order, all for the price of 1 gold coin per corpse. The Cleaners appear again after Miss Perkins is executed for violating Continental law, swiftly removing her body without a hint of scandal. Their presence illustrates the underworld's highly organized infrastructure, where even murder requires logistics and professional courtesy. While Charlie himself remains largely in the shadows, his crew's punctuality and near invisibility make them indispensable to assassins seeking to avoid police attention. They are not fighters, but facilitators, embodying the strange professionalism that defined John Wick's criminal ecosystem. In a narrative filled with spectacular combat, the Cleaners remind us that the quieter tasks, disposing of bodies and scrubbing crime scenes, are just as critical to the survival of those who live by the gun. The Doctor. The underworld's trusted physician, simply known as the Doctor, plays a vital role in keeping assassins alive when hospitals are not an option. First appearing in John Wick, he treats John's injury after the Red Circle nightclub shootout with clinical precision and calm discretion. His respect for John is evident. He tends to the legendary hitman without judgment, recognizing the danger yet offering steady and professional care. In Chapter 3, Parabellum, the Doctor's loyalty is tested when John arrives excommunicado, stripped of the Continental's protections. Though he risks severe punishment from the High Table, the Doctor still stitches John's wounds and even provides medical supplies. To protect himself, he instructs John to inflict non-lethal gunshot wounds on him, creating plausible deniability. This selfless act underscores both his courage and the quiet bonds within the assassin community. The Doctor's presence highlights a recurring theme in the franchise. Survival depends not only on deadly skill, but also on those willing to defy power in the name of respect and friendship. His calm under pressure and unwavering ethics make him a silent but indispensable ally, ensuring that even the most legendary killer has someone to trust when the world starts closing in. Charon. Charon, the impeccably courteous concierge of the New York Continental, epitomizes professionalism and steadfast loyalty. As Winston Scott's right-hand man, he manages everything from guest services to high-stakes security, ensuring that the hotel remains a sanctuary amid chaos. From the moment John re-emerges from retirement, Charon treats him with warmth and respect, offering assistance ranging from weapons advice to dog-sitting, an extraordinary courtesy in a world where trust is rare. Throughout the series, Charon's quiet competence evolves into active heroism. He provides medical contacts, smooths over disturbances, and, when the High Table attacks in Chapter 3, fights alongside John with remarkable skill, dispatching armored foes with both firearms and improvised weapons. His expertise extends beyond hospitality. He's an expert marksman and a calm strategist under fire. Tragically, Chapter 4 brings his story to a brutal end when the Marquis de Gramont executes him to punish Winston. His death is a profound loss, symbolizing the cost of loyalty in a ruthless world. Winston's choice of epitaph, friend, captures Charon's essence perfectly. More than a concierge, he was family to both Winston and John, embodying the rare combination of elegance, courage, and unwavering friendship that defines the heart of the Continental. Marcus. Marcus stands out as one of John Wick's most trusted allies and a genuine father figure in the brutal world of assassins. Portrayed by Willem Dafoe, Marcus is an elite sniper and a seasoned professional whose skills and composure set him apart. Though hired by Viggo Tarasov to kill John, Marcus covertly chooses loyalty over money, warning John of ambushes and secretly aiding his survival. His mentorship helped shape John's own deadly precision, and their bond shows a rare depth of friendship in a life dominated by violence. Marcus embodies pragmatism and quiet strength. He is battle-hardened and fatalistic, understanding that death is just an occupational hazard. Despite his calm exterior, Marcus's protective instincts toward John are clear when he provides cover fire and guidance during tense moments. Tragically, Marcus pays the ultimate price for this allegiance. Captured and tortured by Viggo, he is executed for refusing to betray John. His death resonates throughout the series, fueling John's relentless vengeance. Marcus's loyalty and courage make him a pivotal ally, whose influence lingers long after his final act of defiance, illustrating the rare and enduring friendships that can exist even in a world defined by betrayal and bloodshed. Koji. Koji Shimazu, the honorable manager of the Osaka Continental, embodies Bushido principles of loyalty and courage. A longtime friend and brother-in-arms to John Wick, Koji welcomes the excommunicated assassin despite the deadly risk of defying the High Table. His decision to shelter John highlights a profound bond, one rooted in a mutual respect and an unspoken debt of friendship. Koji's wisdom and calm strength guide his actions as he confronts Marquis Vincent de Gramont's operatives with fearless resolve. A master swordsman and expert marksman, Koji demonstrates unmatched skill during the siege of the Osaka Continental. Despite numerous high-table enforcers with both blade and firearm, his final duel against the blind assassin Caine is a testament to his warrior spirit. Despite severe wounds, Koji fights with unwavering determination to buy time for John and his daughter Akira to escape. Their brief, respectful exchange before the duel underscores their shared code of honor. Koji's sacrifice is both heartbreaking and heroic, cementing him as one of John's most steadfast allies. His death not only protects John but also leaves a legacy of courage and loyalty that resonates deeply, showing the profound costs of friendship in their perilous world. Tock Man. The Tock Man serves as the enigmatic eyes and ears of the Bowery King's underground network, blending seamlessly into New York streets as an eccentric vagrant. His cryptic greeting, "Tick-tock, Mr. Wick," captures both urgency and allegiance, signaling that time is always running out in the violent world of John Wick. When John is declared excommunicado and hunted by the High Table, the Tock Man remains a quiet but essential ally. He monitors the pulse of the city, tracking John's movements and relaying critical information back to the Bowery King. His loyalty becomes evident after John's rooftop fall from the Continental, when he retrieves the gravely injured assassin and discreetly delivers him to the Bowery King's hidden lair. Surviving the brutal massacre of the soup kitchen by Zero's assassins further proves his resilience and commitment. Though his role is brief, the Tock Man represents the resourceful street-level support that allows John to endure when the high table's reach seems unstoppable. His understated bravery and unwavering service highlight the importance of unseen allies, those who work in the shadows, keeping the gears of resistance turning while others have to wage open war against the powerful forces controlling their world. Francis, a bouncer for Viggo Tarasov at the Red Circle nightclub, provides a rare moment of camaraderie in John Wick's otherwise relentless mission of vengeance. When John infiltrates the club to confront Iosef Tarasov, he surprises Francis at the VIP entrance with a gun to his head. Instead of violence, their brief exchange reveals a past acquaintance and mutual respect. John compliments Francis on his weight loss, a coded question about the number of guards inside, and offers him a choice: take the night off. Recognizing both the danger and John's gesture of mercy, Francis gratefully removes his earpiece and walks away unharmed. This interaction underscores John's discerning nature. He spares those who pose no true threat and acknowledges old ties even in moments of high stakes. Though Francis plays a minor role, his scene highlights a softer side of John's character and the professional courtesy that exists among underworld figures. Francis's decision to step aside demonstrates wisdom and survival instinct, making him a quiet but memorable ally who benefits from John's very rare clemency. A fleeting reminder that even in a world this ruthless, respect and old friendships can outweigh the bloodshed. The Sommelier. The Sommelier is the Continental's elegant armorer, blending sophistication with lethal expertise. Operating under the guise of a refined wine merchant, he provides assassins with customized weaponry, as if curating a fine dining experience. When John Wick visits to prepare for his mission, their interaction unfolds like a tasting session. The Sommelier recommends pairings that match each course of John's evening, starting with precise Austrian handguns, advancing to a robust AR-15 rifle, and culminating in the big, bold Benelli M4 shotgun. He even offers a spring-loaded boot knife as a fitting dessert. This theatrical approach underscores both his impeccable taste and deep understanding of combat needs. Beyond his flair for presentation, the Sommelier's meticulous knowledge of firearms and ammunition ensures that John is perfectly equipped for any scenario. His professionalism and discretion reflect the Continental's unique fusion of luxury and deadly utility. Though his role is brief, the Sommelier exemplifies the network of specialized allies who enable John to operate at his lethal best. His contribution is indispensable, turning the selection of weapons into an art form and reinforcing the Continental's reputation as a sanctuary for elite assassins, seeking both style and precision. And that was every one of John Wick's allies explained. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these deep dives and strange lore. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.